People who need people are the luckiest people in the world. We're children needing other children, and yet letting our grown-up pride hide all that need inside, acting more like children than children. Lovers are very special people. They're the luckiest people in the world. With one person, one very special person, a feeling deep in your soul says you were half, now you're whole. No more hunger and thirst, but first be a person who needs people. People who need people are the luckiest people in the world. We're the luckiest
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Unity San Francisco. I have the honor and the pleasure of welcoming to our platform today my elder sister, Jackie Hawkins.
Thank you, Ken, and hello and welcome. I am so pleased to be here, to be with you in San Francisco.
I'm going to get hit later, but I deserve it, so.
But you won't see it.
So Jackie and I met 12 years ago when we entered seminary in Unity Village in Missouri together. And from the first day, we knew that we had been separated at birth. And so I am so delighted that she gets to be here in person with us today to celebrate today's service. And well, it's the week beginning. Next Saturday is Juneteenth. And if you haven't heard of what Juneteenth is, it is time for all of us to wake up, right? And one of the things I learned even again this year that I thought deserved repeating and why we're doing this service in particular is Juneteenth is the commemoration of when the federal troops arrived in Texas to tell the slaves of Texas, to tell the people held in bondage that the war had ended 2 years earlier and that they had been free for 2 years, but no one bothered to tell them. And the history of Texas is that it succeeded. It had fought a war to withdraw from Mexico because Mexico had outlawed slavery. And then it joined with the Confederacy because it didn't want to outlaw slavery. And then even after they lost that war, they refused to concede to the truth.
Correct.
And so having this time to commemorate the truth of all of our inherent divinity and worth is why I called Jackie and said, please be here and join with us. And she suggested this incredible service, which isn't specifically about Juneteenth, but about worth and worthiness. And so I am so delighted that we get to do this today. And you're going to fall in love with her like I know. I know you're going to fall in love with her like I did. So, Jackie Hawkins, everybody.
Thank you.
And with that, I'm going to invite the music team onto platform, and we're going to start with a song you may know, and you may think you know. I'll do this. Thank you, Ryan. Think you know, so that I invite you to listen to it with fresh ears, because Misa and the music team have done an incredible job. Yeah, sit. No, we'll let watch. I'll do it.
Ring with the heart. march and fight until the victory is won. Hold your head up, brothers, till the victory is won. Keep believing, sisters, till the victory is won. Till that day comes, let us march on till victory is won. Is won.
I invite you to stay in your place. You can take a seat a bit to take this energy into our opening prayer. Right? This idea, we keep marching on until the victory is won. Amen. We keep marching on. We keep going forward. Even sitting in place, we open ourselves in this moment, in this time and place, to knowing a deeper truth, a higher calling. We open ourselves to the truth of our past, the pain of our ancestors, the vision of what could be. Because what could be is what exists within us. So right here and right now today, we call upon that power, that presence, the one with the divine, right now within us, to be known, to be seen, to give voice. We lift every voice and sing. We lift every voice and claim from the mountaintop that today is the day that we shift the planet. For today is the day that we shift our own consciousness, our own understanding, and treat each and every being with love and respect. No differences, no exclusions. We honor the wholeness in each divine expression. We honor the possibility in each divine life. We celebrate the uniqueness of our light, of each light. And today, we open ourselves to the wholeness and the truth of that love. For if God is love, we are the conduit. We are the way that love is transported, felt, and experienced. So today, we offer no resistance. We are open and receptive to be the channel, the conduit of divine love. And so it is. Amen. Namaste. And now, you give the platform to Tyler. Thank you.
Community. Good morning, everybody. What an amazing special Sunday we have planned, and I just want to let everybody know, as always, that if there's anything on your heart, especially if anything gets stirred up today, let us know. We are here for you to sit with you in the field of affirmative prayer. So you can go to our website. You can click the button to request prayer to be added to the prayer list. And also, if you're here in the sanctuary, there's going to be prayer chaplains available at the rear of the sanctuary or downstairs, your choice. If you're viewing remotely, in the Spiritual Salon Zoom room, there is the opportunity to have a private breakout room to meet with the chaplain to get that spiritual support. So just thank you for being here with us. We're getting ready for our first community song. And just as a reminder, for those of you viewing with us live remotely, please log in. Take this moment during the song to log in to that Spiritual Salon Zoom room, and you'll be ready right after this song. We do that loving exchange of hellos, the meet and the greet, both in the sanctuary and in the Zoom room. So during this song, log in. But let's get to it as we sing with the music team of Unity San Francisco, Rise Up.
you're broken down and tired of living life on a merry-go-round, and you can't find the fighter, but I see it in you, so we're gonna walk it out and move mountains. We're gonna walk it out and move mountains. And I'll rise up, I'll rise like the day, I'll rise up, I'll rise unafraid, I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. And I'll rise up, high like the waves, I'll rise up, in spite of the ache, I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. For love, for love, for love. When the silence isn't quiet and it feels like it's getting hard to breathe, and you don't feel like trying, but I promise you I'll take this world to its feet and move mountains. We'll take it to its feet and move mountains. And you'll rise up, you'll rise like the day, you'll rise up, you'll rise unafraid, you'll rise up, and you'll do it 1,000 times again. And you'll rise up, high like the waves, you'll rise up, in spite of the ache, you'll rise up, and you'll do it 1,000 times again. For love, for love, for love. All we need is hope, and for that we have each other. For that we have each other. We will rise. We will rise. We will rise. High like the waves, we'll rise up. In spite of the rain, we'll rise up, and we'll do it 1,000 times again. And I'll rise up, rise like the waves, we'll rise up. In spite of the ache, we'll rise up, and we'll do it 1,000 times again. For love, for love, for love. For love, for love, for love, for love, oh, for love. And now it's time for our meet and greet. I can't talk today. We invite you to greet a friend or co-person in the community with a handshake or a hug. We also have folks on Zoom that would love for you to say hello. Mingle, mingle, mingle. Mix, mix, mix. Hug, hug, hug.
Hello, everyone on Zoom. Hi, it is so great to see you. Hi, Mark. Hi, Kate. Hi, Jean. Hey, Stacey. Hey, Lucinda. You look wonderful, sweetheart. Oh, and wrong way. I did reverse it. Sorry. Elizabeth. Hey everybody, we're gonna kick it back to the platform, and Tyler's on platform. I have Dave and Kate with me here, and Tyler now on platform.
Thank you, Ken. Thank you, everybody. And as always, thank you for sharing and exchanging love as the beautiful community that we are. Thank you so much. You know, we always hope that you receive whatever it is that you receive, and when you are ready, we invite you to give to Unity San Francisco. And we do our best to make it as easy as possible. One of the easiest ways is use your cell phone and just text Unity SF, send that to 44321. And when you're viewing on our platform, there's a donation button just below the video. And if you're on a different platform, you can always click the donate link in the chat. When you're here in the sanctuary, there's a donation envelope in the chair in front of you. And as always, we receive checks right here at our beautiful spiritual home at 240 Page Street in San Francisco. Now, we always ask one of our board members to share why they give to Unity San Francisco. And so this week, let's welcome the beautiful Elaine Bostwick-Smith.
Thank you, Tyler. Okay, so I'm not listening to my iPhone. This is an amazing little device. It is a individual music monitor so that we in the music team can hear everyone else. It's remarkable. How many here are enjoying the music today? I can't hear you. Okay, awesome. How many here are excited about hearing Reverend Jackie speak? How many of you here appreciate your prayer chaplains that are surrounding you and holding you? Yeah? Yeah? Now I want you to all kind of stand up if you want to, but turn around, look at your friends and your Unity family. Look at the windows that are in the sanctuary now. How blessed are we? Yeah, we are incredibly blessed. And all of this does not happen by accident. It takes a lot of work. And I personally support that. And I support that through my monthly giving, which I do on auto tithe because I don't remember a lot of stuff. So I make sure that that comes whether I'm here or out of town. But this doesn't happen without you. We need each and every one of you to help support so that we can continue to grow, to have these amazing new technologies. And as we move into renovations and all of that, we need you all. And all of this is why I continue to support, because it feeds my soul. It makes my heart sing, as well as I get to sing, which is kind of exciting too. So anyway, that's why I give. I hope you will join me, and you guys are in for a treat today.
Thank you. Thank you, Elaine Bostwick-Smith on our board. Thank you so much. So we always anchor our giving and receiving with an affirmation. I'll say it once, and then I invite you to know this with me. Is there a slide for an offering affirmation? Oh, there is not. Well, let's turn it over to Ken. Thank you, everybody.
Well, we can make up an affirmation on the spot, right? I give and receive with great love. As I give, I receive. Right? Together, I give and receive with great love. As I give, I receive. And so it is. I was telling Jackie this morning that one of my favorite memories of her, and I have a picture of it, she lived in the house across the way from me when we first were in school together. And Unity Village is 1,400 acres in the wilderness, and the only thing that was growing at the time on the grounds, because the deer had taken over, were irises. For some reason, they don't like irises. And I have a picture of Jackie with an armful, like Miss America, kind of amount of irises in her, and smiling and beaming, and that still makes me laugh and smile and so happy. Jackie like I mentioned, became my big sister and a dear friend. And she is so accomplished in the world. And has such a great lineage. I just wanted to give you a clue. It's like she's a preacher's kid. She grew up the child of a preacher, and her father in Texas, where he was a Baptist preacher, also worked with Dr. King. And as a little girl, Jackie got to sit at the feet and listen to Dr. King. And she brought all of that learning and all of that presence and understanding into her world as she entered Unity, and seeing it for what it is and what it could be. She stepped up in that moment to love, to give, and to share. And I was one of the first recipients of that presence. She came from Albany and in New York and Schenectady from a career in state government where she rose to the highest ranks in her field and brought all of that knowledge into her work as a minister. She served as senior minister at Unity the Heartland. She serves now at Unity Worldwide Ministries on the board for their LRDT, that's Leadership Development and Recruitment. And luckily for us, she moved a couple years ago to Southern California, so it was really easy to convince her to hop on a plane and come on up. So without further ado, I give you Reverend Jackie Hawkins.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good morning again. For this portion of our special service, we of course begin with prayer. And the prayer that we have chosen is actually a poem by Langston Hughes. And we have the pleasure of hearing Albert Hodge read that poem, I Dream a World.
I dream a world where man no other man will scorn, where love will bless the earth and peace its paths adorn. I dream a world where all will know sweet freedom's way, where greed no longer saps the soul, nor avarice blights our day. A world I dream where black or white, whatever race you be, will share the bounties of the earth and every man is free. Where wretchedness will hang its head and joy, like a pearl, attends the needs of all mankind. Of such I dream my world.
The gospel, according to Langston Hughes, is a divine idea that was conceived in 2014 while I was crafting my own Sunday sermon at Unity Church in Albany, New York. And since that time, I have been nudged by Spirit in so many forms, through former congregants, friends, and of course my own thought sphere, to share this divine idea with the world of unity. And so this morning, the music team, my own Reverend Ken and I, have collaborated for a service that is truly led by Spirit. And we are collaborating to bring that to you. We are speaking and singing from our hearts to yours. We invite you at certain times in this service to allow Spirit to fully stir you, to bring your spirit from within forth through singing, through clapping, through laughing, even crying. And if you should so choose, through dancing as well. However you are moved, we invite you to move. Langston Hughes once said through one of his eloquent poems, "All life is but the climbing of a hill, to seek the sun that ranges far beyond, confused with stars and lesser lights anon, and planets where the darkness reigneth still. All life is but the seeking for that sun that never lets one living atom die, that flames beyond the circles of the eye, where never and forever are as one. And seeking always through this human span that spreads its drift of years beneath the sky, confused with living, goeth simple man, unknowing and unknown, into the why that flings itself beyond the sun and back in space where time was begun." In 2004, then Senator John Kerry said he was drawn to incorporate the words of Langston Hughes' poetic lament, "Let America be America again," into his 2004 presidential campaign, because it reminded him that America is a nation always in the process of becoming, always striving to build a more perfect union. And so, my friends, today we are here to be reminded that we, as spiritual seekers and practitioners, are always in the process of becoming aware of our true nature, our divine nature. Therefore, we begin this segment of the service with Dreams by Langston Hughes. Hold fast to dreams, for if dreams die, life is a broken winged bird that cannot fly. Hold fast to dreams, for when dreams go, life is a barren field, frozen with snow.
Because I'll fight with the strength that I got until I die. And I'm gonna stand up, take my people with me. Together we are going to a brand new home, far across the river. Can you hear freedom calling? It's calling you to I can feel it in my bones.
I have the pleasure of bringing up Shantaria McGilbra to read The Negro Speaks of Rivers.
There we go. I've known rivers. I've known rivers ancient as the world and older than the flow of human blood and human veins. My soul has grown deep like the rivers. I bathed in the Euphrates when dawns were young. I built my hut near the Congo and it lulled me to sleep. I looked up the Nile and raised the pyramids above it. I heard the singing of Mississippi when Abe Lincoln went down to New Orleans. And I've seen its muddy bosom turn all golden in the sunset. I've known rivers, ancient, dusky rivers. My soul has grown deep like the rivers.
The night is beautiful, so the faces of my people. The stars are beautiful, so the eyes of my people. Beautiful also the sun, beautiful also are the souls of my people.
Gravity is working against me. Gravity wants to bring me down. Oh, I'll never know what makes someone with all the love that a heart can stand, dream of ways to throw it all away. Ooh, gravity is working against me. Oh, gravity wants to bring me down. Oh, twice as much ain't twice as good, and can't sustain like one half could. It's wanting more that's gonna send me to my knees. Oh, gravity is working against me now. Oh, gravity has taken better men than me. Now how can that be? Just keep me where the light is. keep me where the light is. Oh, keep me where the light is. Oh, just keep me where the light is. Keep me where the light is shining. Oh, keep me where the light is shining. Won't you just keep me where the light is shining. Yes, keep me where the light is shining. Keep me where the light is. Just keep me where the light is. Keep me where the light is.
Well, son, I'll tell you. Life for me ain't been no crystal stair. It's had tacks in it, and splinters, and boards torn up, and places with no carpet on the floor, bare. But all the time, I's been a climbing on, and reaching landings, and turning corners, and sometimes going in the dark, where there ain't been no light. So boy, don't you turn back. Don't you sit down on the steps, 'cause you finds it's kinda hard. Don't you fall now, for I's still going, honey. I still climbing. And life for me ain't been no crystal stair.
And I know what's around the bend might be hard to face, 'cause you're alone, and you just might fail, but God knows you tried. Sure as stars fill up the sky.
Rocks and the firm roots of trees, the rising shafts of mountains, something strong to put my hands on. Sing, oh Lord Jesus, song is a strong thing. I heard my mother singing when life hurt her. Gonna rise in my chariot someday. The branches rise from the firm roots of trees. The mountains rise from the solid lap of earth. The waves rise from the dead weight of sea. Sing, oh black mother, song is a strong thing.
Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home.
It has been said that the works of Langston Hughes, especially his poems, reflect the rhythms of jazz, the blues, and spirituals. Hughes has often been called the original jazz poet. And indeed, he often read his poetry to jazz accompaniment. But as noted by the editor of one volume of Hughes' poems, there is more to these poems than jazz, its rhythms and its significance. Here too are the travails, the joys and accomplishments, the wide-eyed wonder and bitter realizations of a transplanted race. Here, most important of all, are the affirmations and speech of a true poet. Hughes spoke with intensity of the things that mattered to him, the human factors that he understood and appreciated, whether in praise, in condemnation, or in sheer song.
Summertime, and the living is easy. The fish are jumping, and the cotton is high. Your daddy's rich, and your mama's good looking. So hush, little baby, don't you cry.
When I get to be a composer, I'm gonna write me some music about daybreak in Alabama. And I'm gonna put the prettiest songs in it, rising out of the ground like a swamp mist, and falling out of heaven like soft dew. I'm gonna put some tall, tall trees in it, and the scent of pine needles, and the smell of red clay after rain, and long red necks, and poppy-colored faces, and big brown arms, and the field daisy eyes of black, black people. And I'm gonna put white hands and black hands and brown and yellow hands and red clay earth hands in it, touching everybody with kind fingers and touching each other natural as dew. In that dawn of music, when I get to be a composer and write about daybreak in Alabama.
One of these mornings, you're gonna rise up singing. Spread your wings and take to the sky. But till that morning, there ain't nothing that can harm you. With Daddy and Mommy standing by.
Helen Keller, who was born in Alabama, and at the age of 2 contracted an illness that left her blind, deaf, and mute, was understood by Hughes for her strength and power. The following is how Hughes saw this woman of substance. She, in the dark, found light, brighter than many ever see. She, within herself, found loveliness through the soul's own mastery. And now the world receives from her dower the message of the strength of inner power.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This bright light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
Regarding wisdom, Hughes wrote, I stand most humbly before man's wisdom, knowing we are not really wise. If we were, we'd open up the kingdom and make earth happy as the dreamed of skies.
Being strong and not letting people break me down. You won't get that joy this time around. Can you imagine me in a world when nobody has to live afraid because of love is gone away? Can you imagine me letting go of the past and glad I have another chance, and my heart will dance 'cause I don't have to live that pain again. Imagine me being free, trusting love totally. Finally, I can imagine me. I admit it was hard to see, finding love with someone like me. But finally, I can imagine me.
If that's true for you, and take this to our time of meditation. Imagine seeing yourself as ultimately good and loving, lovable, whole, and complete in everything you are and everything you do. Those lies, those misconceptions, those misperceptions are gone, gone. And in this moment, in this place, you know the truth of your being. You are the whole, beautiful, divine expression brought to this time and place to let your light shine, to be the light in the face of all situations, to be love in the face of all caring, to be hope, joy, peace in every encounter. Right now, in this moment, in the silence, imagine me. Imagine yourself. Imagine. 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 And imagine a world where we get to be seen and celebrated. Imagine a world where you celebrate each and every individual regardless of their color, their sexual orientation, their education, their place of birth, their gender, their expression as the beautiful light that they truly are. Imagine the world where life is celebrated. For as within, so it is without. Imagine with each and every one of us that place where our souls are known, where our beings are honored, and where our possibilities are endless. Imagine. Imagine me. Imagine. Imagine me.
Letting go of the past.
Let it go.
Glad I have another chance.
And stand in the power of who you truly are.
Live that pain again. Imagine me.
Imagine yourself.
Being free, trusting love totally. Finally, I can. Imagine me.
Celebrate me.
I admit it was hard to see, finding love with someone like me, but finally I can. Imagine me.
I see it.
Imagine me.
I live it.
Being free, trusting love totally. Finally I can. Imagine me.
Celebrate.
I admit it was hard to see, finding love with someone like me, but finally I can.
Love.
Imagine me.
Loving. Celebrating. Whole and free.
When we pray, when we vision, we dream. When Langston Hughes dreamed, he dreamed of freedom for his people. And his people were black people, red people, white people, all people. And now, to read Dream of Freedom, I give you Dean Harvey.
Dream of Freedom by Langston Hughes. There's a dream in the land with his back against the wall. By muddled names and strains, sometimes the dream is called. There are those that claim this dream for theirs alone. a sin for which we know they will atone. Unless shared in common, like sunlight and like air, the dream will die for lack of substance anywhere. The dream knows no frontier or tongue. The dream, no class or race. The dream cannot be kept secure in any one locked place. This dream today embattled with its back against the wall. To save the dream for one, it must be saved for all. Our dream of freedom. Thank you.
This next poem I see as Langston's plea to the world to join him in making the world a better place. To me, Langston was taking up the mantle in earnest, the mantle that Jesus laid down to his disciples to go out into all the world and make it a better place, to preach the gospel. To you, to sit and dream, to sit and read, to sit and learn about the world outside our world of here and now, our problem world. To dream of vast horizons of the soul, through dreams made whole, unfettered, free. Help me. All you who are dreamers too, help me make our world anew. I reach out my hand to you. And finally, the gospel, according to Langston Hughes, was created and shared with you this morning in the spirit of love through selected poems by Langston Hughes and through the music of many artists that echoed the messages that were presented in the works by Hughes. It was Langston Hughes's deep desire and message that we, as a people, as one people of this world, live our dreams and imagine how we could all live together as one. So we close this segment of our service with a song led by Misa, Stand Up.
And I know what's around the bend might be hard to face 'cause I'm alone. And I just might fail, but Lord knows I tried. Sure as stars fill up the sky. Can you stand up? Are you with me? Come on, let's go. Let's make a new. We're going right across the river. I hear freedom calling. to keep it, keeping on. Can't you feel it in your bones?
Jackie Hawkins and our music team. I often think of Jackie as the yin to my yang. And my sister, often my sister. We're going to let you hear that whole song in its entirety as our closing song. So you don't want to miss that. Stick around for this. We have a couple things to do. And once again, Jackie Hawkins. Woo. All right, Tyler, you're going to join me here. And we're going to do a couple quick things, and then we'll close the service. So just wanted to let you know there's some spiritual practices that you can take to this. So.
Yes. We often challenge ourselves to set our intention, especially in moments of inspiration. So we call them spiritual practices. If any of these sentences work for you, then I invite you to join me. Because right now, I am choosing to dream the dream that I dare to dream. Right now is the time to choose to dance from the depths of our soul. Yes. Right. Right now is the time to choose to sing the song of the heart.
Yeah.
And right now and forever forward is the time to choose to be open to your greatness, to my greatness, to everyone's greatness. So whichever of these ring true for you, or if all of them ring true for you, I invite you to fill out the spiritual connection card. It's in the chair in front of you. And for those of you viewing online, there's a connection card button just below the video, or a connection card link in the chat if you're on YouTube. Share these with us. Set your intention in this now moment. Share them with us. And if you are also a first-time guest, on that connection card is a little place for you to let us know that that is the case, and we'd just love to send you a little gift. So thank you for participating with us. Thank you, Sir Langston Hughes. Yes. Thank you, Reverend Jackie. And thank you, New Thought, and thank you, Unity San Francisco.
Man.
Excuse me.
No excuses necessary, son. Woo! Thank you. So in that, we bless the world's children. I would take that picture back up of our blessing of the children. I thought we had it, yeah. So actually, those are all some of the children who have attended here at different times. And I love what we're building in our children's program. We have a blessing for the children that we intend for the kids, but it's also for us. If you didn't hear this as a kid, hear it from me today. You are God's perfect expression of divine life. We love you exactly the way you are. Can we all know that together? You are God's perfect expression of divine life. We love you exactly the way you are. And so it is.
And so it is.
We are open. Tell your friends. They get to come here and enjoy this. They get to share this. Bring your nieces, nephews, grandkids, kids, and celebrate with us. Next week, we have a Father's Day service in which I'm speaking, and we'll have a full children's program next week, too, for the kids. So join us. Next slide is we have lots of ways to connect. All of on our website, the weekly ways to connect. Every day there's some new material sent out. We'll have clips of this. We'll have the whole talk as a podcast with the music available for you online. You can share with your friends. And the use hour is happening today. So Jackie, if you want some more of Jackie, you want interaction with Jackie, you got it. At 1:30, after our fabulous hospitality, where there's tons of food downstairs, folks, we're going to have the use hour with Jackie, where we're going to take the Langston Hughes poem, Let America Be America Again, and we're going to work it into our own prayer and our own affirmation. And Jackie has created something wonderful. It will be here in the sanctuary and on Zoom, so you can meet us in both places. Right? If you have any questions, see Jackie or I, or write to us in the chat on Zoom. Tyler's, you want to talk about your life visioning?
Yep, Monday nights during June, we're using Reverend Michael Bernard Beckwith's life visioning questions. Join us at 5 p.m. every Monday in June. I'll be hosting that. Bring your journal, bring your pens. The life vision. What is the highest vision of my life?
Amen. Powerful stuff. Powerful stuff. And then next Sunday, also at 1:30, we're going to do a 2-week series, 6 different times of Rain O'Connor's Affirmative Breath Yoga. Rain is one of our members here, and she teaches yoga professionally. She's Dr. Rain O'Connor, actually. She has a doctorate in physical therapy. And we're going to be doing affirmations and yoga poses, both here in the sanctuary and online. It will be interactive. Check out our website for more information, times, and dates over the next 3 weeks that will be happening. Right?
Now, happening today, we have the community connection via Zoom right after the service. If you need prayer chaplain, there's an opportunity there. And then also we have hospitality downstairs. There's prayer chaplains here at the physical space. And then we have the Hughes Hour today at 1:30.
Okay, thank you for being here. Thank you to all the people who make this service possible. The hospitality downstairs is off the hooks today again, so you can eat outside, you can eat inside, you can eat wherever you're comfortable. Please join us for that. And now...
Shall we do one final affirmation?
I think we should, right?
Let me do
you
it.
want one
Let me
more
do it.
affirmation?
Let me do it.
Let's have this final affirmation.
Right, I'll say
Go
it
ahead.
once, and I invite you to know it with me with feeling. I lovingly create a world of safety, equality, equity, and equality. Yes. Let's know this together. I
lovingly create a world of safety, equity, and equality.
So it is.
So it is. And once again, our music team in Stand Up.
My face turned to the side. Weight on my shoulders, a bullet in my gun. Oh, I got eyes in the back of my head, just in case I have to run. I do what I can when I can, while I can for my people. While the clouds roll back and the stars fill the night, that's when I'm gonna stand up, take my people with me. Together we are going to a brand new home, far across the river. Can you hear freedom calling, calling me to answer? Gonna keep on keeping on, I can feel it in my the sun begins to shine. We're salvation. 'Cause I'll fight with the strength that I got until I die. That's when I'm gonna stand up and take my people with me. Together we are going to a brand new home. It's not far just across that river. I can hear the freedom calling. It's calling me to answer. I gotta keep on keeping on. And I know what's around the bend might be hard to face 'cause I'm alone. And I just might fail, but Lord knows I try. Show us stars from the sky. Stand up and take my people with me. Together we are going to a brand new home. Right across that river. Can you hear the freedom calling? Calling you to answer. Keep on keeping on. Now is the time to stand up. Don't you wanna come on with me? You know that where we're going is gonna be a brand new, a better, oh, at the river. Can you hear freedom calling? All you gotta do is answer, and we'll keep it moving on. Can't you feel it in your bones? I go to prepare a place for you. I go to prepare a place for you.
Do you introduce everybody?
Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, the music team. I want everybody to give a special round of applause to our keyboard player. This was her first Unity San Francisco Sunday. Taylor Chan. Welcome back on drums, Jason Slota. And then on our music team, Albert Hodge, Cleo Briggs, Elaine Boswick Smith, Anisha Rains, Malia Sharbat, and Ruby Day. I am Misa Malone. It takes a village. Thank you so much, Miss Jackie. Happy Sunday.
Woo, woo.